AEW doesn't have enough titles to defend. We're now putting rings on the line. Um, Look, I want to say Adam Cole because MJF has defeated everybody else from United Empire. So this has to be, or Undisputed Empire. You know the group. But anyway, what I'm getting at is this has to be the time. This kind of has to be the time for Adam Cole to get the win, but then does he lose on the first time to MJF? It's going to have to be that way. I'm going to go with Adam Cole for the win, baby. And yeah, new ring holder, which will be something that's just going to trouble Max's head because he's the two-time ring holder, is he not? Something along that line. But yeah, Adam Cole for the win. I wouldn't be surprised if Taven and Bennett turn. I wouldn't be surprised if MJF takes hold of this heel faction that have now turned face because Adam Cole came back face. Matters not. Adam Cole for the win, your new ring holder, and MJF to lose his ish over it.
This is brutally hard to call, and it's completely AEW's bad booking that's made it such. The storyline, as I'm sure I'm not going to be the only one to say, so apologies to the audience if you're hearing a bit of repetition here, it doesn't make sense. Cole betrayed MJF. MJF came back, but was a heel. So now you've got a heel who was wronged, but who storyline-wise, well, fact-wise, you should actually be rooting for, versus a guy who betrayed him, and therefore kind of made him heel story again-wise, who you shouldn't be rooting for, but AEW want you to root for. It's all over the place, this story. The weirdest thing for me is I can't see Cole with a diamond ring. It would look odd. Look, the fire that MJF has been spitting at Adam Cole recently, and the fact that Cole has not been the big star that they wanted him to be in AEW because of repeated injuries, and the fact that he's been out for so long and looks rusty as hell in the ring, he needs a big 2025 Adam Cole. He really does. And MJF is absolutely bulletproof at this stage. He could lose to a mop and put the mop over and still be one of the top commodities in AEW. So you could use MJF's clout to give Adam Cole that edge. He has held that diamond ring for 5 years in a row. It might be time to put it on someone else. I don't see it. I just don't see it. My head says MJF. My head says MJF keeps the ring. But the storyline they want you to buy into is that Adam Cole wins. And the payoff, it's been an 18-month story now. So I guess this is the payoff and they then move on. But, oh man, I don't get it. I don't get where they've gone with this story. I'm buying time here. I don't know. Yeah, look, wrestling history says Cole wins. Let's go with that. I think MJF should win. I think they should keep the ring on MJF. I'm going to say Adam Cole wins. Oh, that's going to hurt me. Adam Cole wins.
I need to start watching the product. You know what? 2025, I'll watch more because I didn't even know Adam Cole was back. And I like that dude. But yeah, Adam Cole versus MJF. Oh yeah, I really like this match. I can't think who would win because it's not for a title. It's just Adam Cole, baby, versus MJF. And they had a little thing that was going really well earlier this year. Was it last year? I mentioned, ooh, damn, it's been that long. Ooh, I seem like I'm just waffling, but I'm going to have to pick one. I'm going to pick Adam Cole, baby. Just because he's back. I don't know if they had a match yet to the thing, but yeah, Adam Cole's winning this. Just from vibes.
Now, when I look at the history of the AEW Diamond Ring, MJF is the only holder. He won the inauguration, and he is the current Diamond Ring holder right now. And as much as Adam Cole, baby, is destined to get some kind of payback on MJF, I don't know. There seems to be some kind of dissension within the Undisputed Kingdom and Kyle O'Reilly. There seems to be an untold story here, and for Adam for Adam Cole to win this, it just seems a little bit too easy. I think there's going to be something that causes a distraction for Adam Cole, and once again, MJF is going to get away with the win, and it's going to cause more dissension within the ranks. And even maybe a turncoat, you know what I'm saying? A shocking turncoat. So, your winner, and still the AEW Diamond Ring holder, MJF. Maxwell Jacob Freeman.
Even though they continue to go on and like pretend that somehow Adam Cole is the whole good guy in this situation, when I think it was literally at this pay-per-view last year, he got revealed as the devil himself. Hey, we're all supposed to just roll with it, so I guess I will too. That being said, I don't think they're gonna part MJF from his diamond ring. I know he's had it for every year that he's been here, but at the same time, I just feel maybe there's gonna be a bit more to this story. Maybe Kyle O'Reilly does turns on Undisputed Kingdom, gets involved, whatever. Maybe MJF debuts his own stable or whatever. Maybe Wardlow comes back and causes havoc. But either way, I think MJF is walking out with his ring. MJF.
Monet Statlander, actually harder to call than I originally thought. I mean, look, my final prediction is going to be Mercedes Monet without flapping at her too much. She's finally caught fire, Mercedes. Like, the ship has finally arrived. The last few weeks, she has been fantastic, both in NJPW and in AEW. Yeah, and these two have got really, really good in-ring chemistry with each other. I was pretty impressed by what they did last time round. Statlander does have a reputation for dethroning dominant TBS champs. Jade Cargill, looking at you. I don't think they're going to put the belt back on her yet. I think Mercedes is too much of a hot commodity at this moment in time, so I'm going to stick with Mercedes Moné as the champ.
Yeah, this is where I mess up and lose because I'm picking it with my heart and my mind because I'm tired of Mercedes Moné. Pass it to Chris Statlander, someone that's actually good. I'm not saying you ain't good, but you're not. Your dance partners are not vibing with you. You worked so well back in E, and now you're in AEWs and not vibing as well. They spend a lot of money on you. It's like you just got the money. You're Conor McGregor, god damn it. You got paid and became that. Might be a bit harsh, but yeah, that's how I'm putting it as. But I'm gonna pick Chris Statlander, even though I know she's losing, but I would always pick against Monet for now. Plus, I know my boy AJ, whoever he picks, she's his mess up person, so he's most likely going to pick her. Ash should as well, because I need the points, but I'm going to stick with it. Chris Statlander to win.
Now, of all of the matches to call, minus the gold and blue leagues for the Continental Championship, this match is the hardest to call. It's been a beautiful rivalry that's been going for so far, and the last match they had, Mercedes Moné was the defending and reigning and still the champion. Now we have Mercedes Moné and Statlander too. Could this be the time that Chris Statlander takes the title from Mercedes Moné? In the same question, you can ask, what are they doing with Mercedes Moné? Is she the cleaner, the belt cleaner? Is she eventually going to go ahead to Mariah May, or are AEW not doing the heel versus heel thing? I mean, personally, Mercedes Moné and Mariah May, first of all, that rhymes, and I think that would actually make an interesting rivalry. You got two of the most diabolical women and the best women in AEW, so why not make that match? I think it could happen. But the hard work kind of has to pay off here. So I think, Mercedes can always get the belt back. So I think in order for this to be a good rivalry, in order for there to be some kind of pepper, I'm going to be brave and say no. Your new TBS champion, Chris Statlander.
Now this one is actually harder than I actually expect because it's just easy to say Mercedes in all of her matches, but she's already beat Chris, and Chris has actually been on a tear right about now, so it is now that time to take the belt off Monet. Yeah, like, oof. And Chris will be a good person to do it as well. This is her second time going against Mercedes. But that being said, although I want to say Chris, my heart says Chris, but my mind is saying Mercedes, so I'm going to go with Mercedes. I feel this run continues. It continues forever. Mercedes for the win.
Bit of a challenge on this one for me. I would like instinctively, I'm saying Mercedes Monet, but there's something out there that says Chris Statlander. Finally her time to be TBS champ. I know she had the whole Willow bit, but then there was this big match with her and Mercedes. But gonna go against my head here. I'm gonna go with gut because instinct said Mercedes Monet, so I'm gonna go with what came first, Mercedes Monet. But I will not be shocked if Chris Statlander takes the win. But let's go Mercedes.
He's back. Take Shitter. I don't know his real name. That's how I'm gonna have to say it. His last name is Take Shitter. At least he ain't got the A before, in between Take and the last name. But that's not how you say his name. But that's how I say his name. I will never stop because why you named that? Anyway, versus Powerhouse Obs. I know I should mock Powerhouse, but I've been a fan of Powerhouse since I first started watching it. He was one of the people I watched and went, ah, he's just a big dude, and then he actually wrestled and I liked wrestling style. With that said, he ain't winning because they're gonna take shit up. Flip the words around. I don't know his name. I can't pronounce it. I'm looking at it and I can't pronounce it. Konosu? Ah, no, leave me alone. Take shit as winning.
I would love for Powerhouse Hobbs to gain his second singles championship in the international championship. It looked good on him when he had the TNT championship, but obviously I don't think that's going anywhere for now. And I think Powerhouse Hobbs is worthy of winning a different type of singles gold. However, he's only just came back, so maybe he needs to earn a few stripes. But for the type of storyline that's going along, former member of the family, the Don Callis family. So there's going to be a few things going to be let out in this match. But unfortunately, with the Don Callis family, there's powers in numbers. And to me, I think Konosuke Takeshita's on a nice run. I'm enjoying it. And in order for him to build, keep the title on him. So still, your international AEW champion, Konosuke Takeshita.
Now this match actually might be a show stealer, like an unsung hero, if you will. Because man, like what Powerhouse Hobbs can do in the ring, and what Takeshita, who is actually one of actively the best in the world to myself, can do. I feel that it's gonna create a magic that we might not have expected. Hard hitting, slightly bordering on strong style type of moves. But ultimately, who's going to win this one? It's too early to take the belt off Takeshita, man. He's just got it. So, yeah, Takeshita for the win. But I'm sure Powerhouse Hobbs will have a great showing.
Has Hobb turned face? I don't know. But more than anything, I'm going to go with this one. Quick and easy. Konosuke Takeshita to retain because he's talked about defending across the world. He's only done Canada so far. I believe that there's a lot more to come. Probably a Rev Pro show in the future, but that's not the point right now. It's who's going to walk out the champ, and that is Takeshita for the win, retaining. Sorry, Hobbs. Takeshita for the win.
It's actually crazy to me that an original like Powerhouse Hobbs, who was an AEW original, has only held one mid-card title, singles title, in his entire tenure at AEW. A lot of people think that changes, It's really hard to call this one because for all the bravado, and I was guilty of it myself, as saying put the gold on Takeshita, get Takeshita to have this epic run. He is incredible. He is incredible. But again, they still, even with the belt on him, continue to not present him as best he could be. Oh, it's so hard to call this one. I do think Takeshita retains the gold here. But I also might be in for a loss here. It would not surprise me if they rewarded Hobbs with another with another victory and put more woe on the Don Callis family. It's a coin toss call. I'm going to say Takeshita retains.
You know what? I found this quite funny, and you know what? I'm going to use my favorite word of the day because this match is going to be interesting. Because as much as Thunder Rosa has her family there, her father's going to be there. Will she win the AEW Women's World Championship? I don't think so, Mariah May. If she's that woman, if she is the person that Jade Cargill used to be in AEW, this is Mark II, and it just happens to be in the form of Mariah May. She's gonna do something despicable. I mean, if you look at the relationships with a female wrestler with another female wrestler where the dad gets involved, I mean, we have quite the history. If we if we look at Dawn Marie. And Tori Wilson's dad, I mean, like, diabolical, but for me, nah. I think if anyone's gonna rattle that title run, it's going to be Toni Storm. So still, your AEW Women's World Champion, the beauty, the glamour, Mariah May.
Although it's very good to see Thunder Rosa, like who had the opportunity to meet in real life recently, um, in the middle of the ring in a main event match, on a pay-per-view. I just don't think it's her time. Like, I think she's come back. She probably need a bit more of a build before they want to put her in the world title picture. It's good to see her in this match, but still feel they've got a lot more to do with Mariah May, especially as Toni Storm is back with a whole new character, and you just know those two are going to clash at some point. So Mariah May for the win.
Riot Cabaret Women's Champion versus AEW Women's Champion with the AEW Women's title on the line. La Mera Mera versus Limitless. Is it Limitless Mariah May? I'm not too sure what it is, but either way, we're talking Thunder Rosa versus Mariah May. And I am so excited for this match, but I know it's Mariah's moment. We've seen the rebirth of Toni Storm, the amnesiac Toni Storm, whatever it is, but we kind of see which way this is going. So it's unfair that this is the way that La Mera Mera, la Raya Cabaret Campeon is being treated, but that's just sadly the way it is. So it's good to see Thunder back on pay-per-view and being treated the way she deserves to be treated, but this is still Mariah's moment. But hey, Thunder, you still got one title, and I've seen you defend it twice. Love it.
All the love in the world to Thunder Rosa. She's not winning this. I'm a little bit disappointed in how Mariah May's championship run has gone, not from her fault, but from booking fault, considering how well her year run up to that, to capturing the gold was. Truly one of the greatest women's runs in AEW, chasing the belt and swerving everyone. It was great. So I can't fully understand why they didn't build on that and present her as a bigger deal. C'est la vie. But yeah, she's still holding the belt here. I haven't quite worked out who's going to beat Mariah May in the long run. Maybe that player has not revealed themselves yet. Maybe they don't even know and they're waiting for someone to catch fire. But it ain't Thunder Rosa, man. Mariah May's winning this.
Right. Thunder. I should really pick Thunder Rosa because she's a nerd. I like it. Saw her at, what's it, Riot Cabaret, and all she wants to do is sing. But sorry, you've got a belt. Enjoy your Riot Cabaret belt until Nina takes it back. But for now, I'm going to pick Mariah May to retain. Just once again, vibes. I said before, or I'm saying it for the first time. You don't know which order these videos are going in, but yeah, yeah, I'm going to stick with Mariah May to retain the title because It's a retention time. It's end of the year. Christmas party for everyone. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so the main event, yeah, I can't really see a fatal four-way being the moment to crown any of these individuals as the new AEW World Champion. So yeah, like this is gonna be a fun match. It's gonna be very entertaining. Might set up new storyline directions, but ultimately John Moxley is retaining. I don't think that's even a question. Maybe we'll get a big return at the end. We'll see. But yeah, John Moxley for the win.
Okay, fatal four way for the AEW World Title, and it's interesting. Got Leon. Here we go. We got some guys who have either been former champions or deserve to be champions, and yeah, stuff like that. But hey, guess what? John Moxley is still going to retain because guess what? There's some little psychopath who went and crashed his car into the Death Rider's car, and he's probably going to be champion. So yes, it would be cool for one day Orange Cassidy to be champion. Hangman Page has done it. Jay White would probably make Nico's day more than anything else on this planet. But John Moxley's going to be the one to walk out. It's just the way it's going to be, guys. If you don't like it, guess what? Neither do I, but that's life. So, John Moxley to retain, probably see something from Dorky Allen. And yeah, it'll go on from there because that's your new number one contender. But as it stands right now, John Moxley and the Death Riders will stand tall, taking on three of the best that AEW had to offer. And he continues to purge without purging. But yeah, keep doing what you're doing, Mox. Congratulations, you're still champ.
I'm going to keep this one nice and simple because I think it's obvious as hell. John Moxley's winning this. I think all three of these guys in the match with him are obviously future world champions in making. Orange Cassidy 100%, Jay White 100%, Han Adam Page, proven commodity, will hold the title again at one point. They need to. They're going to double down on this Death Rider stuff. Moxley's going to hold the belt a long time. Moxley's winning this. No ifs, no buts.
Something's wrong with my new computer and my camera. It's my voice is delaying and it's really bad. Hopefully this one holds now, and if not, I might have to do something later. But for now, let me say I'm picking John Moxley to win this one because why are they going to end the year like that? Only other person I could see winning, who I would like to see win, is Orange Cassidy. But I know a lot of people have got Hangman right now. Keep him over to the hardcore thing, but the odd one out for me is Jay White. I haven't heard much of him this year, but yeah. I'm not gonna bash anyone. I'm gonna stick with this and say John Moxley to win this four-way match.
This fatal four way is like very hard to call. Like I really can't really think of which way it could go. And the thing is AEW have the chance to really pull off a couple of shockers here. Jay White could win. There's no doubt in my mind as to why he couldn't hold it. Orange Cassidy, everyone knows how great of a champion he could be. He's clearly demonstrated that with the international championship. It just leaves what John Moxley is doing with this world title. In my eyes, he hasn't done much. The hell he's been raising could have been done without the title, but he's been saying that something's coming, something's bad's coming. And I think for the story to continue, for it to make sense, Moxley's got to retain. As much as I would love to see one of the other three gain the championship, I don't think it's happening here. So still, your AEW World Champion, John Moxley.